Hey everybody, welcome to the Your Life Blueprint Sound Vibrations. I'm Gandharva. This is the Ektar. This is my bass silent today because today is Saturday, the loner day, and it is a silent day. It's also a day we speak about death. Oh, I just lost a couple of viewers, I can tell. Because nobody wants to hear about death, much less speak about it. But I think the Buddhists have it right when they say that we should contemplate our own mortality every day, even just for a moment. Other people say this too, not just Buddhists, but we should think about it. Radiant health in the morning, white ashes by evening. You just never know, right? So while I burn some frankincense, incense for the day, while I'm wearing black for the day, while the Ektar is playing the vibration of Saturday, I'm going to read from this book called Coffin Man. Who was just that, a coffin man. After you've been in this line of work for a while, it gets to the point where you can gauge the degree of misery the moment you step into the entranceway. Even before you step into the house proper, you can sense the deep sorrow engulfing a family who has suddenly lost someone dear to them. The tension level of the house is so high, you can almost taste it. This was the kind of house I was calling on today. A young couple were out on a drive with their 2 children when they met with an accident. The 2 kids playing in the back seat were not hurt, but the father who was driving was seriously injured, and the mother in the passenger seat was thrown from the car and died instantly. She was the deceased. In an inner room of the large farmhouse, lying on a futon before the altar, was the body of the woman with a bandage around her head. A half coat with the family crest was placed upside down on the covers. At the pillow side of the deceased, holding on to a small boy, 2 or 3 years of age, was an old woman sitting there visibly steeped in sorrow. Right next to her was a 4 or 5-year-old girl who kept standing up and sitting down. Looking at the face of the deceased, a face that had sustained not a single scratch, it looked as if she might have bumped her head and was resting. "Mama sleeping still?" the little girl said all of a sudden. This set off a round of sobbing everywhere in the room, at which point the old woman fell to the ground, beating the tatami mat with her fists and wailing loudly. The coffining had to be put off for a while. I finished the job surrounded by people sobbing and crying. I was about to go to the lavatory to wash my hands when a man who appeared to be the village head stopped me and led me to the garden out back. Filling a plastic bucket with cold water, he topped it off with hot water from a large tea kettle and told me to dump the dirty water in the bamboo grove after I'd finished. Local custom, he said, and then he disappeared. Just as I finished pouring out the water in the bamboo grove, something shiny passed right in front of my eyes. When I looked closely, I saw it was a delicate dragonfly fluttering weakly amongst the bamboo. After a while, it stopped to rest on the dark green trunk of this year's bamboo. Peering at it close up, I could see the translucent blue body of the dragonfly was completely filled inside with eggs. Just a short time ago, as I was doing the coffining, surrounded by people crying, no tears came. But when I saw the eggs shining in this dragonfly, tears filled my eyes. This tiny dragonfly, dying after a few weeks, has been bearing eggs in unbroken succession to perpetuate its life form from hundreds of millions of years past. As I thought of this, tears started to come out nonstop.